Hello friends, welcome back. This is Nima. Today I'm making a card for a color challenge. This is going to be my contribution to that challenge, and the challenge is from Kendra's color palette challenge. And for this month, the month of July, this is the card, and these cards are from I was gonna reach out to my blog, my color box, but it's too heavy. So these cards are from Sarah Renae Clark, and for this month we have 118. So we have these colors in here. In the back you see the different gradients of the color from lighter to darker, and I'm gonna be using cardstock already on these colors. Some of them I have to improvise and use a stamp to color a piece of cardstock so I could create that color. And I have one with 2 layers, so I make it a little darker in there. And I'm using this one for the clay, burgundy. I have the crimson and I have the green. Now with these colors in here that scream so much like Christmas, reds, greens, I was thinking that this is July. Unbelievable, it's July already, but we do Christmas in July, so I'm gonna do a Christmas card, more like a winter card. I found in my stash this set from Tim Holtz, and it's perfect. It's just all the colors in there. So I'm gonna use these colors to make this card. I'm gonna use also some distress oxide, neutral distress oxide. I'm using vintage photo, black thought, and pony stone just to enhance some of the colors on the cardstock. So I have all my pieces cut in here, so I just have to put this card together, and I'm going to start with the background. So as you know already, I love watercolors, so I'm going to make a very simple background in here with watercolor. I'm bringing a little bit of the gray, and then I will do some extra shade, maybe a little blue around, but I just want to keep it really simple. However, I want to do a background that make you feel like it's cold outside, so I don't want to make it just, or keep it just white. So I'm going to start in here, just dropping a lot of water in here just to get the paper ready. My idea is that around this area in here, that's where my snowman will sit. This paper is larger than my card. I will trim this as is required, but he's gonna take about this size. So I'm picturing this going in a very, very light mix of this gray in here, and just drop in there a little bit. Make it look like it maybe it's nighttime, yeah? So that will be the area for him. And I'm gonna do a little bit of the ground a little darker on the bottom, just so this is the ground. All right, then I'm just gonna drop in here using the bleed proof white, just to snow, like something like that. All right. So hard to see it in there, but it is doing what I want this to do. that it is creating those flakes. Can you see them now? Yep. And it's just gonna give you that illusion that it is snowing in there. Right, so that's all I want to do for this, and I want to put it aside so it gets dry, and then I'm going to put together the snowman. Okay, so I'm bringing this mat in here so it will help me to keep everything together. And this is not a sticky mat, so I'm gonna add just a little bit of tape for my first layer in here to go. Like I said, I'm gonna use this Distress Oxide just to add a little bit of shading and enhance some colors. So I'm adding some around. And I already did the same for the other white layer. And I'm going to do it everywhere, even in the areas that I know that they're going to be covered. So that's going to be my first layer. I put a piece of tape in the back so it won't move around. And I'm going to add my second layer. Like I said, I already did the borders with the pumice stone, that's the color. So I stopped the video just to add the glue in here, and I'm gonna position my first layer. What I like about these dies that they have like a mark where your things should land, and that way you know exactly that you putting your pieces on the right place. There's a lot of pieces in here. I'm gonna build the scarf. That is a big deal in here because it has a lot of layers. And I'm using exactly the same colors. Actually, did this one last year. And in a different color. It looks really beautiful. So the first layer of this scarf, it has already all the shading. You can see it's gonna look like it's an old scarf. So this corresponds to this color in here. And I want to enhance that, giving it a look of kind of a little more, a little darker, a little richer. So I'm adding some of this black stuff in here. Oops. Just on the edges. And it's going to make that color richer, but at the same time, it's going to define the space. This is rounded. It's going to give you that impression that that's actually a rounded area in there. There's going to be other pieces. On top. But that will give you that illusion, and it will bring it from a flat to more like dimensional. So the next layer, as for the this color in here that is called the crimson. And I don't want to do the well, actually, on the insert in here, the shading on the insert, because it's going to be really difficult. I might try a little bit with these small brushes. For this one, I'm going to use the Vintage Photo for the red one. Again, it's just enhancing the color, giving it a little dimension. I don't think I will be able. My fingers are already very inked with other projects that I was doing. Okay. Okay. Oops. I had it in a perfect looking place. Okay. We got it. Perfect. All right. That's good. My next layer already has the shading, and I'm just positioning this right place, and that's it. Well, the same way I put together the hat. For the hat, I used the 2 shades of gray. So I use this shade and the darker one of the gray. Let me show you the hat. So here's the hat, and the hat has the little green leaves that I already put together. Let's put it in there. Let's add some glue and put it in there anyway. It's gonna go in there. So this is actually the only green that it will be in my card, but I think that's okay because the requirement is to have the colors. And the only color that I'm missing in here at this time is this color in here. The name of the color is Clay. And here is what I have for that color. I have the broom that he's holding. So let me just put this together. You don't need to see me putting glue in here, and we can save some time in the video. So this broom has 3 parts. This is the first part in here. And this is the last one. So let's put this in here. All right. And it has a little bow. And for this, I use a white cardstock, and then I use vintage photo just to add the shading, because I wanted something a little lighter than, oops, that's a lot of glue, but that's fine. This glue dries clear. Okay. So let's put this guy together in here. He needs a hat, and there is a mark in here for where the hat is going. He needs a scarf, and again there's a mark in there for the scarf. And he needs the eyes and the button. I have those already cut in here. Let's move him up a little bit, add the glue to these pieces. The scarf, the nose, I have to bring it. But let me add a little bit of glue in here for these 3 dots. And then we have the one for the eye in here. The eye is going more like right around here, and then this one in here. The buttons are from this same cardstock that I use for the hat, the darker part. Same thing with the eyes. They are the same color, and it will be holding this broom in here. I want the broom to be kind of tucked behind him. And let's bring the background. Okay, so he is just ready to go, and my card in here. And I'm gonna add a little more of the shade in here, just using the black cloth. Just to give it a base, like that he's sitting on top of something, no? So that's, oh, he's missing the nose. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let's do something. Let's glue him first. And even when he has so many parts, the back is flat, which is great. I'm gonna make him, it's gonna put him like in a little angle, but I think he's fine in here, just like that. And then I'm gonna add the nose, and this nose, to me, it feels like it's gonna project out, because as you can see, there's 3 layers of cardstock in there. So the nose, I'm gonna glue the nose in here. I'm gonna let it do its thing. And it will be like kind of projecting a little bit, which is great. All right. I'm gonna add some extra snow in here. And we're done with this card. Oh, let's get some paint in here. Try not to get my whole desk full of, and I want snow over him as well. Okay. Perfect. Love it. Right, so he is ready. The nose is there. Maybe a simple sentiment will be good. Something very clean, but I think it also needs like a little bit of snow on the base. And I found this paste in here, and I'm just gonna put some of that in there. Don't forget the broom that is supposed to be all the way to the ground. All right. And just sparkle some of that in there. Okay. Right, so adds a sentiment. I'm just gonna put in here. Something really simple, be fearless. I mean, he's outside in the middle of the snowstorm. I think that will be the perfect message. So this is my card, and I hope you like it. I made this card as my participation or my submission to a challenge that it is called, this is the one for July 2025 Color Palette Challenge. And this is from Kendra, Cards by Kendra. I think she has a website for this that it is kendrascardchallenges.com. I will look for the correct or the right website, and then I will link it down. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.